Today we are going to discuss problems on binomial distribution. Last class we completed 9 problems. Okay, so here it is. First one, find the maximum n such that the probability of getting no head in tossing a fair coin n times is greater than 0.1. So here it is what they're asking here. We need to find the value of n. So n value we have to calculate. So that n value should be maximum one. Okay. So here it is. First we need to find n value, and what we calculated the value of n, that must be maximum one. So for that what they give, such that the probability of getting no head. So probability is nothing but we are representing as p, and next here it is getting no head. Okay, so no head is nothing but simply what we write. So it is equal 0. So p of x is equal 0. So probability of getting no head is nothing but p of x is equal to 0 in tossing a fair coin. N, how many times here it is? N times. Okay, so n times we are tossing a coin. After that we are choosing the probability of getting no head is greater than, so is greater than 0.1. Okay, so this one completely they give. So first here it is, we need to find the value of n, and that value of n must be maximum one such that. So for that one condition they give. What is that condition? We are tossing a coin n times. After that we are taking that the probability of getting no head. That is symbolical. Simply how can you write? P of x is equal to 0 is greater than 0.1. So this is the condition they give. So it means that same as this, we are going to apply binomial distribution. So what is the formula we are using? P of capital X is equal to small x is equal NCX P power x q power n minus x. So NCX P power x q power n minus x. So this one we are using. Okay, what we solve for all the problems in binomial distribution, we are using this. In that, n represents number of trials, and x represents number of successes, and p represent probability of x successes, and q power n minus x represent failures of n minus x. Okay, so here it is. We require n, p, q. So right, for applying this one. So n already how many times ago? N times. So n we have to find, and n we don't know about that. So in place of n as this. And now we need to calculate p and q. So for getting p, so simply by tossing a coin, what about the probability we'll get? P is equal, probability of getting a head or probability of getting a tail is equal 1 by 2. Why? Because so after tossing a coin, the number of possible outcomes are here. What we are choosing? S is equal to heads and tails. So these are outcomes we are getting. So two outcomes here it is. One is head, another one is tail. So only probability of getting head. So probability of getting head, only getting head is only one possibility. That's why here it is we are writing as 1. If you are taking tail also same like that. So T here only one possibility. So P is equal to 1 by 2. And next, if we know the value of P, we can get the value of Q. So how it is? Since P plus Q is equal to 1, then Q is equal to 1 minus P. So 1 minus 1 by 2. So this is equal to 1 by 2. So P is equal to 1 by 2. Q is equal to 1 by 2. So or in another word, simply we can say that probability of getting a head is 1 by 2, and Q represent probability of getting tail. So if you are taking this is heads and this is tail, so 1 by 2 this one, and this is 1 by 2. So P is equal, Q is equal 1 by 2 here it is. Okay. Now P we know that and Q we know that, but we don't know about N. We have to calculate that N, and not only that N, that n should be maximum one by using this condition. That value of n should satisfy this condition. P of x is equal to 0 is greater than 0.1. So that one we have to use. Okay, let us see that. In tossing a fair coin, so in tossing a fair coin, the number of possible outcomes are, so S is equal to heads and tails. So the what we said just now, so same as it is or not. So here it is, the number of possible outcomes are S is equal heads and tails. So number of sample points in a sample space n of S is equal to 2. So what are those two? Heads and tails. Next, let E be the event that. Why? Because for calculating probability, what we use? P of E is equal, or probability of an event, E is equal, simply what we write? N of E by N of S. So N of E by N of S. So it means, what is the meaning of this one? Number of favorable events in E by total number of outcomes, or number of sample points in sample space. It means after doing the experiment, what we get the outcomes, that one we have to choose in denominator, and in the numerator, so what we chose in the event. So event is nothing but, which is a subset of a sample space. Okay, this one never come from anywhere, so this one we have to choose from the sample space. Why? Because event is nothing but subset of a sample space. So n of E by n of S. So that why here it is, we are writing as 1 by 2. So here two outcomes are nothing but heads and tails, and only for getting head here we wrote, right? So only for getting head is one possibility. So this is the possibility. Okay. In the same way, only for getting tail also one possibility. Only this is the possibility. So P is equal to 1 by 2. In the same way, Q is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Next. Then the probability of not getting a head, or in another word, simply what we can write, probability of getting a tail. Here we wrote heads, and here we can write tails. Okay, so Q is equal 1 minus P. Okay, so Q is equal to 1 minus P, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. Just we substituted in place of P as 1 by 2. So which is equal, by taking LCM, we got it as here 1 by 2. Okay, next. Now what they mentioned in the problem. So P of x is equal to 0 is greater than 0.1. So it means, what is the meaning of this one? P of x is equal to 0 is nothing but probability of getting no heads. In the problem already they mentioned. That one we wrote here in symbolic notation. Probability of getting no heads. Okay, no heads is nothing but 0 is greater than 0.1. So what they mentioned in the problem, that one we wrote in a symbolic notation. Now we are applying binomial distribution. So here it is. What is the formula? Already we wrote that P of capital X is equal, small x is equal. So what we are writing? NCX. NCX P power x q power n minus x. So this is the formula we are writing. So n we don't know that. P already we calculated. What about P? So P is 1 by 2, and Q also we calculated. Q is equal 1 by 2. So P is equal 1 by 2, Q is equal to 1 by 2. And X is nothing but what? Just we have to compare these two. In place of X, what we have? 0. So for that, wherever we have X, simply we have to substitute 0. So that's why we can apply here, it is NC not, in place of X 0, and P power 0 Q power n minus 0 is greater than 0.1. So NC not is nothing but 1. Okay, and anything power 0 is also 1, and n minus 0 is nothing but n. So Q power n is greater than 0.1. So but already what we know, that we calculated Q value. So simply we can substitute in place of Q as 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 whole power n is greater than 0.1. But we require the maximum value of n. Okay, it means we have to substitute different values in place of n. By substituting n is equal to 1, what we'll get? N is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4. Like that we have to substitute different values, we have to substitute in place of n, and that After substituting, what will get the value? That value should satisfy this condition. Okay, so let us see that. Here it is. We are going to substitute. First, n is equal to 1. Next, n is equal to 2. N is equal to 3. N is equal to 4. Like that we have to substitute until we'll get the maximum value of n. So here it is. First, if we are substituting n is equal to 1. So there it is having 1 by 2 whole power n. So above what we have, 1 by 2 whole power n is greater than 0.1. So that one. So here we are substituting in place of n as 1. So if you substitute 1, 1 by 2 whole power 1 is nothing but 1 by 2, which is equal 0.5. So it's greater than 0.1. We know that. So 0.5 is greater than 0.1. Next, but we require maximum value of n. It means at which value of n that condition satisfies. Along with that, that value should be maximum 1. So for that, now we are going to substitute in place of n as 2. So we are substituting n is equal to 2. So 1 by 2 whole square, 1 by 4. So this is equal 0.25. So 0.25, this is also obviously greater than 0.1. Now we are substituting in place of n as 3. So 1 by 2 whole cube is equal 1 by 8. Why? Because 1 cube is nothing but 1, 2 cube is nothing but 8. So 1 by 8 is equal 0.125. So this is also obviously greater than 0.1. So like this we need to calculate until where we get less than 0.1. Why? Because we require the maximum value of n. Here comparing to this, this is the maximum one and this is the maximum value of n, where that maximum value of n should satisfy this condition. Okay, now next, n is equal to 4. So n is equal to 4. If you substitute that, what you'll get? So here it is, n is equal to 4. So by substituting n is equal to 4 in the condition, so what we are getting? 1 by 2 whole power 4. So 1 by 2 whole power 4, what we got it here? 1 by 16. So what is the value of 1 by 16? 0.0625. So is this greater than 0.1? No. So this is less than 0.1. So this is less than 0.1. But what they ask, we require the maximum value of n and that should satisfy the condition. So here it is, by substituting n is equal to 3, we got 0.125, which is greater than 0.1, right? So which is greater than 0.1. So it means that, so this is the maximum value of n. Why? Because at this value only this condition satisfies, and n is equal to 4 onwards, this condition doesn't satisfy. Okay, so for that, hence the required maximum value is n is equal how much? 3. So for that we have to write n is equal to 3. Okay, so simply here it is. Once you can see that what we did here, first find the maximum n. So we are going to calculate the value of n, and that one value is maximum one. So for that, one condition they give. What is that condition they give? Here it is, p of x is equal to 0 is greater than 0.1. So it's greater than 0.1. Okay, this is the condition they give. So that is in one notation, probability of getting no head in tossing a fair coin, and how many times? N times is greater than. So in place of greater than, simply we use this symbol, and 0.1, 0.1. Okay, and then we are going to calculate n. So that is, after substituting, we are getting as 1 by 2 whole power n is greater than 0.1. So by substituting different values in place of n, at which value of n that condition satisfies, along with that, that value should be maximum 1. So 1, 2, 3. At 4 we got less than 0.1. So at 4 onwards this condition doesn't satisfy. So maximum is here 3. So for that we wrote it as 3 final. Okay. So this is one of the important one. Okay. Next problem. So what about next one? Assume that 50 percentage of all engineering students are good in mathematics. Determine the probabilities that among 18 engineering students, exactly 10, at least 10, at most 8, at least 2, and at most 8 are good in mathematics. Okay, so here it is what they mentioned. So assume that 50 percentage of all engineering students are good in mathematics. Okay, it means how many students they selected? 100 students they selected. Out of 100, how many are good at maths? 50 members are good at mathematics. Okay, it means total 100 students. In that 100 students, 50 students are good. So it means the probability of good in mathematics of engineering students P is equal to how much? 50 by 100. Okay, that is nothing but 5 by 10, 0.5. So simply this is P, we got it. By using this we can get Q value. So then determine the probabilities that among 18 engineering students, so it means they selected 18 students out of 18. Okay, exactly 10 students are good in mathematics. So then what is the probability? Okay, so determine the probabilities. So we need to find the probabilities. So number of students is here. How many they chosen? 18 engineering students they selected. In that 18 engineering students, exactly 10 possibilities for good in mathematics. In the same way, at least 10, at most 8, and at least 2, and at most 8 are good in maths. Okay, so exactly is nothing but simply what we have tried, equal to. So symbolic notations we have to know that. At least is nothing but what we are using, greater than or equal to. And next, at most is nothing but simply what we are going to use, less than or equal to. And next here it is, at least 2 is nothing but greater than or equal to 2, and at most 8, that is less than or equal to 8, right? So what, these are not separate one, they joined with and. Okay, so it means that here it is we are saying x greater than 2, in the same way x less than or equal to 8. So can you write this x greater than or equal to 2 as 2 less than or equal to 8? So 2 less than or equal to 8 and x less than or equal to 8. So this is simply what we can write. Simply we can write 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8. Right? It means, in another words, simply what we can write, between 2 and 8. So between 2 and 8, or simply what we are writing, at least 2 and at most 8. So at least 2 is nothing but x greater than or equal to 2. That is simply what we can write, 2 less than or equal to x. And at most 8 is nothing but x less than or equal to 8. Okay, so for that here it is, we and is there. So for that 2 less than or equal to x, and which is less than or equal to 8. Okay, so this is very important. Fourth one. Okay, for knowing the meaning, nothing in that. So 2 at least 2 is nothing but 2 x greater than or equal to 2, and at most 8 is nothing but x less than or equal to 8. Okay, by using these two, simply how we are writing, 2 less than or equal to x, and here it is x less than or equal to 8. In another word, simply what we can write, between. Okay, so final intention is we require n, P, Q. So these are the three we require, right? Of course, these two is enough. By knowing this, we can get Q. Okay, that's why we are saying that these are the parameters of binomial distribution. The parameters of binomial distribution are N and P, right? So here it is, N is nothing but how many students they selected here, they chosen here, 18 students. So N is equal to what? 18. And next we are going to calculate P and Q. So P already we know that. How we know that? They gave that 50% of all engineering students. Okay, so it means that if you are taking 100, in that 100, 50 members are good in maths. That is probability. So why? Because here they are not saying exactly, there is assume that. Just we are assuming. So probability is also nothing but chances. Okay, maybe. So if you are taking 100 students, In that 50 students may be good. Okay, so just like as if you are taking a class 60, if you are taking, so 30 may be good. So like that we will say that. We can't say that exact. When we can say that, by seeing the result we can say that. But generally what we will say that in this particular section or in this particular class, so maybe around this one, this much, like that we can say that. We can't say that exactly. So in the same way here it is, probability is nothing but chances. It means if you are taking 100 students, 50 may be good. Okay, so p is equal to, here we calculated 0.5. So from that we can get q. So n we know that, p we know that, and q we know that. Next, by using polynomial distribution, we write it as here p of x is equal to 10. First one, exactly 10 is nothing but, so probability of this one. Next, at least 10 is nothing but p of x greater than or equal to 10. And next, at most 8 is nothing but p of x less than or equal to 8. Okay, and at least 2 and at most 2. That is simply we are writing p of 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8. Okay, so these things we are going to calculate. See, once if you know by seeing the problem what we require and what we have to calculate, then easily substitution in the formula, nothing in that. Why? Because n we know that, p we know that, and q also we know that, and x also we know that. Simply substituting in the binomial distribution formula. Okay, so now let us see that. Here it is, first we are choosing, let x be the number of engineering students who are good in maths. Just we are giving this specifically x. Okay. Next, the probability of students good in mathematics. So simply what we said just now. Okay. So we are assuming that that is nothing but the chances. Okay. If we are taking 100 students, in that 100 students, 50 are good in maths. So here it is, if we cancel that, 51s are, and this is 52 0. So 1 by 2. So by knowing the value of q, p, we can get q. Since p plus q is equal to 1. So p plus q is equal to 1. By using this, we can get the value of q. So q is equal to 1 minus p. So 1 minus, already we got it p value. That value we substituted here. So 1 minus 1 by 2 is equal 1 by 2. Next, number of students. So how many students are there? 18 students we selected. So among 18 students, we are going to calculate specifically 10 less than or equal to 8 like that. Okay. So now, so we know the value of n, we know the value of p, and we know the value of q. Now we are going to apply binomial one. So here it is, the probability distribution is given by, so p of x is equal ncx p power x q power n minus x. Just we are substituting what we know that. So here already we know that n is equal 18, we know that. And next, p is equal 1 by 2, we know that. And next, q is equal 1 by 2. So this one also we know that. So these are the three values we know that. Simply we are substituting here in place of n as 18, and in place of p as 1 by 2, and in place of p as, so q as 1 by 2, and in place of n as 18. So 18 minus x. Now we are simplifying that. So here it is 18cx, and this is in the form of a power m into a power n. So a power m into a power n. Simply what we can write, a power m plus n. So here it is, m is nothing but, in place of m what we have, x, and in place of n what we have, 18 minus x. Okay. So now we are adding those two by applying this formula, a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So 1 by 2 whole power x plus 18 minus x. Here it is, x both will cancel. And what about remaining? 18x 1 by 2 whole power 18. So this is the remaining one after substituting. Okay. Now we have to substitute in place of x. Okay. In this, what they asked. So here it is, next one. Now we are going to calculate individually what they asked. So first one, p of x is exactly 10. So P of exactly 10. So exactly is nothing but simply we are writing as equal to 10, 10. Now what we know that there it is 18 C x 1 by 2 whole power 18, right? So this one. So 18C in place of x what we have small x 10 is here. So 10 we are writing. So 18C 10 1 by 2 whole power 18. So by simplifying use calculus and then calculate 0.167. Okay, this is first one. Nothing in that. Once if you know the values n, p, q and simply substitute in those values in the formula. Okay, if you know the exact meaning what they give. So here it is at least 10. At least 10 is nothing but greater than or equal to 10. So in place of at least greater than or equal to. If you miss this or equal to, it will changes. Okay, so this is mandatory. So in place of at least is nothing but greater than or equal to. Okay, so P of x greater than or equal to 10, but n is equal to how much? N is equal 18. So 18 engineering students. Okay, so here it is more than 10, more than 10. It means what we have to calculate here, P of x is equal to 10 plus P of x is equal to 11 plus P of x is equal to 12 plus P of x is equal to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So that's why simply we wrote it here summation. Okay, so summation is nothing but plus from where to where 10 to 18. It means 10 we have to substitute plus next 11 we have to substitute 18C 11 1 by 2 whole power 18. Next 18C 12 1 by 2 whole power 18. Like that we have to substitute. Okay, so for that or if you want you can write same as this. Okay, or after that we can simplify that one. So for simplification means so you can use calculus and then we can calculate it. Or first 1 by 2 whole power 18 is a constant and it's each and every term this is the common one. Just we wrote outside and we substituted 18C10 plus 18C11 18C12 plus and so on plus 18C18. By simplifying this we get the value. Okay, or in another words how to calculate other than this. So like this we can write P of x greater than or equal to 10. Simply we wrote it as 10 to 18 we added, right? So or simply how to write this one 1 minus P of x less than 10. So like this also we can calculate, right? P of x less than 10. So this one also we can calculate. It means 1 minus. So from where to where? So less than 10. It means summation x is equal 0 to 9. 18 cx 1 by 2 whole power 18. So this one also we can use. Either that one and this one. Okay, so 1 minus some P of x less than 10. So x less than 10 means from 0 to 9 we'll get it. So here it is 18C0 1 by 2 whole power 18. Next 18C1 1 by 2 whole power 18. 18C2 like that until 18C9 1 by 2 whole power 18. And we have to add all those things. That's why simply wrote summation and we can calculate. But here it is after getting that we need to subtract from 1. Okay, so this is another way. So either you can use this one or you can use this one also. 1 minus P of x less than 10. Okay, so any one of that you can use. Okay, next what they asked, at least here it is and at most 8. So at most is nothing but what we said. So in place of at most we have to use symbol less than or equal to. So less than or equal to is nothing but so 8 as less than 8 until 0. Okay, so for that simply what we wrote here it is having summation x is equal to 0 to 8 18cx 1 by 2 whole power 18. Okay, so it means this is a constant we wrote outside and 18C0 plus 18C1 up to 18C8. We can calculate this one. Okay, so here it is less than or equal to. Only the thing is You need to the meaning. So at most is nothing but what we have to use, less than or equal to. Okay. So for that we wrote it here, less than or equal to. Okay. Next, less than or equal to 8. So it means what we'll get. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So 0 to 8. So that's why we wrote here this 0 to 8. So no need to write this one also. Simply you can write directly also. Okay. So 18 C naught 1 by 2 whole power 0 plus 18 C1 1 by 2 whole power 18. Next 18 C2 1 by 2 whole power 18. Okay. And then you can simplify. Okay. Next one, at least 2 and at most 8. So P of at least 2 and at most 8. So simply what we said, at least 2 is nothing but x less than or equal to 2, and at most is 8 is nothing but x greater than or equal to 8, right? So this is less than or equal to 2 x, and this is x greater than or equal to 8. Okay, so this is intersection. Simply we can write, and is nothing but intersection. So simply we can write this is 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8. So this is actually joint probability we have. Okay, so in that you will get this one. So you don't have that, just you have to know that x less than or equal to 2 is nothing but, sorry, here it is, at least 2 is nothing but x greater than or equal to 2, and at most is nothing but x less than or equal to 8. Okay, so x greater than or equal to 2, x less than or equal to 8. So this is simply how all we are writing, 2 less than or equal to x, and this is x less than or equal to 8. So P of x 2 less than or equal to x intersection x less than or equal to 8, by using that joint probability, simply we can write 2 less than or equal to x, and which is less than or equal to what? 8. So x less than or equal to 8. So P of 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8. So that's right. Here we need to calculate P of 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8. Okay, now so here it is between 2 and 8, what we'll get, so not between, exactly that, so 2 to 8. So that is simply we write it as here summation x is equal to 2 to 8. Okay, 18 cx 1 by 2 whole power 18. So this is the common one. So 1 by 2 whole power 18 to common, and remaining 18c2 plus 18c3 plus and so on plus up to 18c8. We can calculate that by using simplifying that one. Okay, next column. Next, the probability of a man hitting a target is 1 by 3. Okay, first one, if he fires 5 times, what is the probability of his hitting the target at least twice? And second question, how many times must he fire so that the probability of his hitting the target at least once is more than 90%. Okay, so keep in mind when you are applying binomial distribution, what we said, we require the parameters n and t. Okay, first our intention is to calculate this, right? So here it is what they mentioned. First one, the probability of a man hitting a target. Okay, so one target he has, okay, that person. Okay, so you have the target, you need to finish. Okay, every person having a target, so you have to finish BTech within 4 years and it settled in a some company. Okay, that is your target. In the same way, a person having some target and the target hitting a target. Okay, so that is shooting like that. Okay, so target is 1 by 3. So that is the chances. Okay. P is equal to how much they give? 1 by 3. P they give, simply we can get Q is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3. In another words, we can write not hitting a target. Here it is, we said hitting a target. Q is nothing but opposite, not hitting a target. Simply what we can write, Q is equal to by 3. Okay, P we know that, Q we know that. Now they gave two problems basically. So first one is if he fires 5 times. So how many times he said? 5 times he is firing. So it means it represents what? N is equal to 5. So N we know that, P already we calculated, and Q also we calculated. Now what they asked? What is the probability? So probability we are going to calculate of his hitting the target at least twice. So at least is nothing but representing greater than or equal to, and twice is nothing but 2. It means what we are going to calculate in first problem, P of x greater than or equal to 2, right? So 5 times he hit 5. Then what is the probability of his hitting the target? At least twice. So at least is representing greater than or equal to 2. So P of x greater than or equal to 2. So simply we can calculate it. Why? Because we know the value of n and we know the value of p, and next we need to find the value of q. Next, what about second question? How many times must he fire? Okay, so must and should he has to fire number of times. For what? So that the probability of his hitting the target. Okay, so here it is probability. So that is nothing but P. The hitting the target at least. So that is nothing but simply we write x greater than or equal to 1 at least once. So once is nothing but 1 is more than. So more than is nothing but simply greater than or not. So more or greater than. Greater than how much? 90 percentage. It means what we discussed the previous problem, same like that. Okay, so there they asked n times. Here it is simply number of times they mentioned here. Okay, there specifically they gave in a symbolic notation n times. Here it is, they didn't mention that. Simply they are asking how many times. How many times is nothing but we are going to calculate n, and that n value should satisfy this condition. So here maximum they didn't ask anything. Okay, so at which value of n this condition satisfies, that is simply we say that number of times. Okay, see the differences. In previous problem, same this type of one we calculated, but there it is condition they give. Along with that, they asked to calculate maximum value of n. But here it is also same thing. Condition they give, but at which value of n this condition satisfies, that is only simply we choose as number of times. Okay, no need of that maximum, minimum, not required. Okay, so here it is number of times we need to calculate. So n we have to calculate here by using this condition. Okay, so these are things we are going to calculate. So P they give the probability of a man hitting a target is 1 by 3. So P is equal to 1 by 3. Next, first question, of course P we know that we can calculate Q. So not hitting a target, since by using the relation P plus Q is equal to 1. So Q is equal 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. So if he fires number of times, n 5 times, so n is equal to 5. What is the probability? So probability is nothing but P, and half is hitting the target at least is nothing but greater than or equal to, twice is nothing but 2. So this is first question we are going to calculate. And second question, we need to find the value of n. That's why they mention is only for first problem 5 times. Okay, here it is we are going to calculate n must be fire, so that the probability of hitting the target is nothing but P, at least is nothing but greater than or equal to 1, is more than is nothing but greater than 90 percentage. See, simply if you understand the question, everything in the problem same like this. Till the end of this paper you will get same this type of one. Okay, first we need to understand the question clearly, then what the information they gave in the problem, that's first one we have to write that, and then immediately we can calculate by using the form. Okay, so here it is. First, we are writing what they mentioned in the problem. So what they give? The probability of hitting a target is P is equal 1 by 3. So this one they gave in the problem, that as it is we wrote. And not hitting a target, Q is equal 1 minus 1 by 3. Simply we got it as 2 by 3. So how we got that one? So since P plus Q is equal to 1. So for that Q is equal 1 minus P. So 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. And first question, what they mentioned, number of trials, n is equal to 5. Okay, so n is equal to 5 times. Okay, so by using that, first question what they asked, probability of getting a head at least twice. So that's why simply we wrote it as here, probability of at least twice. So that is, at least is nothing but simply we are writing as greater than or equal to 2, and twice is nothing but 2. And here it is, we applied 1 minus p of x less than 2, or simply same this one, how can I write this one, 1 minus p of x less than 2, or 1 p of x is equal to plus p of x is equal to 3. So p of x is equal to 3 plus p of x is equal 4, p of x is equal 4 plus p of x is equal 5. So any one of this we can use. So this one also we can use, p of x is equal to 2, p of x is equal to 3 plus p of x is equal to 4 plus p of x is equal to 5. So this one we can use, or simply we can write 1 minus p of x less than 2. So here it is, 1 minus p of x less than 2. So 1 minus p of x less than 2 is nothing but, so less than 2 what will get, 0 and 1. So easily we can get only 2, but there it is what we have to calculate, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 5. Why we are choosing only up to 5? They mentioned in the problem n is equal to 5, number of times 5 times, so n is equal to 5. So up to 5 we have to write. So this is equal 1 minus x less than t is nothing but p of x is equal to 0 plus p of x is equal 1. And we already know that formula we are going to apply. So p of x is equal ncx p power x q power n minus x. Okay, so n is nothing but we already know that 5, and p we calculate, we already they gave in the problem 1 by 3. Next with the help of p we calculated q 2 by 3. Simply x we require, small x, and small x already here it is 0 and next to 1. So simply we substitute c 5 c naught. So in place of x as 0, 1 by 3 whole power 0, 2 by 3 whole power 5 minus 0 is 5. Next, here it is in place of x as 1. So 5c1, 1 by 3 whole power 1, 2 by 3 whole power 5 minus 1, this is 4. Now we are simplifying. Simplification, here use the cancel and then easily calculate. Or 1 minus 5c naught is nothing but 1, and anything power 0 is 1. And what we have remaining, 2 by 3 whole power 5. So that one we wrote it here as this. And next 5c1 is nothing but 5. So that is here we wrote. And next here it is 2 power 4, 2 power 4, and here it is 3 power 1 into 3 power 4. Simply a power m into a power n. A power m plus n. So 1 plus 4, 5. So if we observe in each term what we have, here it is 3 power 5 and here also same 3 power 5. So for that we took common that one outside. So then 1 by 3 whole power 5. And what about remaining? So after taking that one as common, what about remaining? 2 power 5 plus 5 into 2 power 4. So this is the common one, right? So 2 power 5 is nothing but what? 32. So 32. Next 2 power 4 is nothing but 16. So already here it is 5. So 5 into 16. So 80. And then by adding these two, and we can simplify that one. Then we got it as here 0.5391. Okay, this is probability of getting at least twice. Okay, that is first one. And next we are going to calculate second problem. So second one what they mentioned, given that probability of at least once is hitting a target at least is least is more than 90 percentage. So this is the information they gave in the problem. So the probability of hitting a target at least once is more than 90 percentage. So here it is, no greater or equal to. So more than 90 percentage. It means only greater than 90 percentage. Simply here it is, at least is nothing but simply what we can write in place of this one, greater than or equal to. So this is the one we are writing. And once is nothing but 1. So P of x greater than or equal to 1 is greater than 90 percentage is nothing but simply we are writing as 90 by 100. So here it is 0, 0. So then 9 by 10. So that is simply we are writing as 0.9. So here it is, that one we wrote it here, 0.9. So 90%. This is they gave in the problem. We didn't bring anywhere. Okay. So we took this one from the problem only. Probability of getting at least once hitting the target is more than 90 percentage. Okay, this is already they mentioned in the problem, and we converted that one into symbolic notation. Okay, and now we are going to calculate. So P of x greater than or equal to 1. So here no option for us, we need to apply this. Why? Because if you know the value of n, then we can write there it is in previous problem n is equal to 5. So for that up to 5 we wrote. But can you write here it is up to n? So and so on, so on. We can't. So for that, so very important, we need to use this condition here. There is no option. In previous problems, at least 2, at least 3 means we can write up to 100 also. Why? Because if it is n is equal to 100. If it is n is equal to 1000, up to 1000 also we can write and then find. But here we are going to calculate n, we don't know about n. So it means up to n. So and so on. Is it? So we have to write the expansions again. We need to convert into geometric progressions, all these things. So here simply one thing you can remember, simply P of x greater than or equal to 1 means what we can write? 1 minus P of x less than 1. Okay, so nothing we are doing here. Your class is 60. I am saying P of x greater than or equal to 32. So simply how can you do it? 60 minus remaining. Okay, then you can get the, then we get remaining students, right? In the same way here it is, we know that sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1. So which is equal to 1. So we are, how we are getting this one? So it means P of x less than 1. So actually here it is P of x less than 1 plus P of x greater than or equal to 1 is equal 1. Sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1. So we require only this one, right? So for that simply we are taking this one into this side. So 1 minus P of x less than 1. So that is only here we applied. So x less than 1 means what we have? P of x is equal 0. So P of x is equal to 0. Okay. So then 1 minus P of x is equal to 0. N we don't know that. And P already we know that P is equal to how much? 1 by 3. And Q also we calculated. Q is equal to how much? 2 by 3. So P is equal to 1 by 3 and Q is equal to 2 by 3. By taking these values, we are going to calculate N. Okay. Now, so simply here it is 1 minus P of x is equal to 0 is greater than 0.9. So here again we are applying binomial distribution form. So what about that? P of capital X is equal to small x is equal. So what we are using? NCX P for x q power n minus x. This is only we are applying, right? So here we don't know about n. So p we know that 1 by 3 and q also we know that 2 by 3. Okay, so that here we substitute that one 1 minus nc naught. Why? Because in place of small x what we have 0. So for that here in place of x 0 and p is equal to 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 we substituted, and q is equal to 2 by 3. That 2 by 3 we substituted. Now nc naught is nothing but 1, and anything power 0 is also 1, and 1 into 1 into 2 by 3 whole power n. So for that, simply what we wrote here, 1 minus 2 by 3 whole power n is greater than 0.9. Now we require the value of n. So n value we are going to calculate. Okay. So how we'll get that n value? By substituting different values, and along with that this condition satisfies. It means at which value of n this condition satisfies, that is the only value of n we will choose here. Okay. So for n is equal, first one, for n is equal to 1, so 1 minus 2 by 3, so this is equal to 1 by 3, 0.33. Is this greater than 0.9? No. So this is less than 0.9. So next, here it is 1 minus 2 by 3, and it's equal to 2. We are going to substitute. It means 2 by 3 whole square. So 2 by 3 whole square is nothing but 2 square is 4, and 3 square is 9. Okay. After taking LCM, 1 minus 4 by 9, 5 by 9, we got it as 0.55. So this is 0. Less than 0.9, and this is also less than 0.9. Now we are going to substitute in place of n as 3. So that is simply 2 by 3 whole cube. 2 by 3 whole cube, that is nothing but 2 cube is nothing but 8, and 3 cube is nothing but 27. So that's why here we substituted this value directly. So 3 cube and 2 cube. Okay, so 1 minus 8 by 27, 19 by 27, 0.70. This is also less than 0.9. Next, n is equal to 4. So that is simply what we are writing, 2.3 whole power 4. So that is simply we can write 2 power 4 is nothing but 16, and 3 power 4 is nothing but 81. So that's why here we wrote 16 by 81. So 81 minus 16, 65 by 81. So this is equal to 0.80. So this is also less than 0.9. Okay. So this is also less than 0.9. So we substituted 1, we got less than 0.9. We substituted 2, we got less than 0.9. We substituted 3, we got 0.7, which is less than 0.9. We substituted n is equal to 4, we got less 0.8, and this is less than 0.9. But we require at which value of n this condition satisfies. You need to go through that, okay, for different values of n until where we get 0. More than 0.9. Okay. Now next, n is equal to 4. Okay. Next, n is equal to 5. So we substituted, here it is, n is equal to 5. So that is 1 minus 2 by 3 whole power 5, right? So 2 by 3 whole power 5. So this is equal, simply we can write 2 power 5 by 3 power 5. So 2 power 5 is nothing but 32, and next 3 power 5 is nothing but 243. 243 minus 32, 211 by 243, and 0.86. This is also less than 0.9. Okay, next we are going to substitute in place of n as 6. So 2 by 3 whole power 6. So 2 power 6 is 64, 3 power 6 is 729. So 1 minus this one, so 665 by 729, which is equal 0.912. So which is greater than 0.9. So at which value of n that condition satisfies? N is equal 6. In some of the cases that maybe n is equal to 14 also. Okay. So for that, remember that at which value of n this condition satisfies, it means 6 times he must fire. The probability of hitting the target at least once is more than 90%. Okay, so number of times n is equal to how much? 6 times. Okay, so this is okay. Here it is, n is equal 6 is the number of times the probability of hitting the target at least once is more than 90 percentage. Okay,